Hello everybody, and welcome to Would You Rather. Now, I know, before you say anything, before you just throw your phone against the wall, or punch your computer in the face, yes, this is overdone, and frankly, a lot of people aren't very sick of it. Oh, what is the, get out of here, shoe ad. Be gone with your demonness. I hate my computer because there's so many pop-up ads, but hey, I'm dealing with it. But yeah, so, this game is, like, it's Would You Rather. It's Would You Rather have this or this? Would you rather have this or this? And there's usually contexts that not very many people think out, and they just think the one that immediately benefits them the best. But that's not what you do in this. This, you think stuff out. You use your brain for fun stuff. Okay, so the first question we are greeted with is, would you rather own a pet snake or own a pet turtle? Now, I, personally, in my own life, I have a pet lizard. So, I mean, I kind of have to, because he's kind of sitting back there and I think he hears me. No offense, EJ. But yeah, I've always liked turtles. I've always liked snakes, though. I love reptiles. This just kind of creep me out a bit, but I do love reptiles. But in this case, I'd probably go with a turtle, because turtles live longer, and he's probably going to be with you most of your life. That is, if you feed him well. While snakes, they can get out, and they're harder to take care of, and you need to feed it. Shut up, phone! And then you need to feed it like actual food. While with turtles, you can just feed it like lettuce and stuff, so you can go anywhere in the world, because it just needs vegetables. And it looks like 69% of the population agrees with me. No jokes about that number, okay? This is a PG place. Would you rather always have mud in your shoes, or always have a pebble in your shoe? Okay, so this is basically just saying, would you rather be walking around with your feet basically glued to your shoes, or just have an annoying rock in your shoe? I would because mud hardens over time, so it's not always like squishy and stuff, so you have to deal with the fact that it's like your shoes are hardened to your feet, they're glued to your feet, and there's no way you can get rid of that. So I'd probably have to go with the pebble, because I mean, you can just remove it, and I mean, I don't know if it's like you take it out and then it like magically somehow goes back in, or if it's like, you take it out and then the next day it just wakes up. Pebbles don't have feelings. I don't know why I said wake up. Pebbles aren't people. Go away. But yeah, I'd probably have to go with always have a pebble in your shoe, because I mean, if it is just like the day-to-day thing, like you just take it out and then the next day there's just a pebble in your shoe, you just take it out and it just becomes consciously, you just start reminding yourself that, oh, there's a pebble in my shoe, so you shake your shoe out and the pebble's gone, and you're fine, you're golden. So I'd probably have to go with the pebble in the shoe. Man, I am just in the majority on this one. Whatever. Okay. Would you rather start every sentence with at quote, semicolon, if at quote, semicolon? Or start every sentence with at quote, semicolon, but at quote, What? I can't decipher this. I don't know. What is this talking about? I'm so confused. Does it mean like at quote dot if at quote? What? My brain can't process this. Oh, is it meaning like, and you say a quote if the quote. So you say a quote, but if the quote actually happens. If the quote happens. And then the next one is at, I'm just gonna go with this one. I don't understand it. I am so confused. Would you rather be a hippie or be a gangster? I don't know. I don't really. It's called Walks of Hood Life. Oh. And then the description is you would have to embrace either lifestyle fully. Okay, so be a hippie, be a gangsta. I'd probably have to be maybe like, cause gangsters have bad repertoire. Like in general public, like people usually think of them as bad people. People usually think of hippies as annoying, but they usually think of them like as peaceful, as they do good, but they protest a lot. So I don't know. They also think of them as like drug addicts and stuff. But gangsters, you usually think of like a whole mob of people walking down an alleyway. One guy's in front with just bling on bling, and then everyone else is just like following up his sentences. And it just makes you it makes you look bad. Or at least that's my understanding of what a gangsta is. I don't know what a gangsta is. If any of you out there define as a gangsta, More power to you. And hippie as well, more power to you. I'm just gonna go with hippie, because peace, bruh. If you were trapped in a cave with your pet, would you rather sacrifice your pet so you could eat, sacrifice parts of your body, sacrifice parts of my body? Okay, I have 2 cats, a dog, and a lizard. I'm not gonna eat them. I love my pets so much. That's just hands down, I'm gonna sacrifice myself before my pets. And it's also so you can both eat. And I know human flesh isn't exactly the greatest, but I'd rather give myself up for my pets instead of having to eat my own pets, because... Oh no, now I'm gonna be thinking about this. Maybe I should eat my pets. That sounds horrible, but if you think about it, you're dying while your pets are gonna live a collective, I don't know, 10 years after you, while you can live for another 50, 60, 40 years. I made the bad choice. I was thinking with my heart, not my brain. That's good sometimes. Would you rather have all fingernails and toenails removed quickly, or deep paper cuts on the webbing between each finger and toe slowly? Wait. Okay, so fingernails and toenails, those hurt. Those actually hurt. I don't know. It's like getting your finger getting door slammed, but then there's no nail left. It's just pure like skin just there. It's nasty. But deep paper cuts on the webbing between each finger and toe slowly. So the webbing is like right here, and I mean that would hurt too. But I feel like with the fingernails and toenails, you aren't gonna get those back. They're gone forever. Capiche? You're never getting them back. Well, with the deep paper cuts, it'll heal. It'll take a long time and it'll be painful. So this is like, would you rather have something that can basically you'll never have ever again, and you look deformed and creepy, or would you rather have an immense amount of pain for a long period of time, but over time it'll heal? So I'm gonna go with the deep paper cuts. Oh, come on! People don't think, they just see and go. They see and click. Would you rather be Rosa Parks or be Harriet Tubman? So, for those of you who don't know, Rosa Parks was, civil rights activist, Montgomery bus boycott. She sat in the front of the bus. While Harriet Tubman was, she led the Underground Railroad, from the south to the north, and then put slaves into Canada. And so she helped slaves escape. And I do a lot of hand gestures when I talk, I don't know why. But, I'd probably have to go with Harriet Tubman, because what you're doing is more commendable. Like, yes, you have a higher chance of getting caught. You're always putting your life on the line. But what you're doing is very commendable and very, inspiring. Both of them did very inspiring things, and they are true heroes of the cause that they stood up for, which is civil rights. But, I feel like Harriet Tubman had more of an impact, because she directly put her life on the line to get people from slavery to freedom. So I think Harriet Tubman, I would rather be Harriet Tubman because I would go down in history. And also, Harriet Tubman is going to get to be put on the $20 bill. I might be wrong, but I think I'm right. And she's going to be the first woman, because they're replacing Andrew Jackson, because Andrew Jackson. If you don't know Andrew Jackson, just look it up. If you were to bet your life savings on a single roulette spin, would you rather bet it all on black, bet it all on red? Can I have the or? Can or be an option? I know nothing about gambling. I don't promote gambling. I hate betting. I hate doing things that I lose personal values that I usually lose because I am terrible at luck. So I don't usually do betting. I usually try to logic my way out of things. But I'd probably, because like money's on black. So I'm gonna do money. Bet it all on black. Hey. I think in this case I might actually have chosen the more popular option. Move on. Okay, would you rather be a regular on a daily soap opera, or make one-line cameos in 3 large Hollywood blockbusters each year? So the thing is, would you rather be an actor from Days of Our Lives, or would you rather be an actor, or would you rather be Stan Lee? I'll be Stan Lee, because I mean, who wants to be them, you. I hate soap operas. Weird. Okay. Would you rather never be able to feel emotions, or never be able to express emotions? Okay, so, I'm a very expressive person. I like saying what I feel. I like doing all that fun stuff. but I also feel emotions very heavily, and I hate feeling emotions. Like, sometimes it's good. Like, you feel sadness, that's good. You feel happiness, that's good. And you would lose that. You would lose the ability to know what happiness is, know what sadness is. But you also lose the ability to know what anger is, know what hatred is, know what vengeance is. All those bad emotions, you don't know what they feel like, so then you just never experience them. While being never able to express emotions, it would just build up inside you, and that's not healthy at all. You'd have mental issues, you'd have to be checked into psychiatrists, and this might all be total bullshit, but I just know that building up emotions is never good, and you need to talk about your problems. So if you never express things, then it just constantly just builds up inside you, and you just have a hate for the world, and you just hate everything about it. So I would probably have to go with never able to feel emotions, because I would want to give up feeling happiness, feeling sadness. I would want to give up those instead of having to deal with the constant pain of having all these emotions just build up inside you and just sit there for ages, and you just don't know how to get them out. And I might be saying that entirely wrong, so, you know, let's just go. Oh, I'm in the minority. Again, whatever. Would you rather have a Jello room or have a pillow room? Well, let's think logically about this. Jello, you get endless supplies of food. Then again, a Jello room would probably start to smell, because it'd start to, like, get, start to get all moldy and crusty. Because I don't know what happens I don't know if Jello is like one of those foods that you can sit it on a shelf and 500 years later, your great-great-great-grandson will come by and just like, this is the Jello my great-great-grandfather put on the shelf, and it's still here, you can still eat it, have a bite. And then everyone dies because I accidentally filled it up with cyanide. But I think Jello is one of those things where it's like, it gets crusty, it needs to constantly be wet, it needs to be in a cool environment, so that means your room would always be cold. While a pillow room, you can literally just take a pillow off the wall, you could sleep wherever you want, going with a pillow room. You could also jump into everything. You could have just flat-out fist fights, and you wouldn't hurt anybody, other than when you punch them, but when they fall down, they just fall on a bunch of pillows. Then again, it didn't say how, like, thick the pillows were, it didn't say if it was like one pillow thick or 2 pillows, but I mean, hey, I'm down for punching people and not having them fall back and crack their skull. Would you rather eat a rotten, raw steak or eat a human's cooked liver? Well, let's think logically about this. Rotten, raw steak, you would get a disease. There's probably maggots in there. You would not survive. You would die. You would get food poisoning and die. Because if you eat an entire steak that is rotten and raw, then you would probably get food poisoning. There's maggots, it's not cooked, there's probably a bunch of diseases, and you don't know where it's from, so it's more of the side of it's a major health risk than the fact that, oh, it's just a rotten, raw steak, and it's just disgusting. Then again, sorry, I just ate before this. Oh, there it comes again. I'm sorry, I'm just full of gas today. But then again, it didn't say if it was like, you just take like one bite of it, like you could just saw off a little end, or like just a tiny sliver, and then that would be considered eating a steak. Well, with the human's cooked liver, what's in the liver? Like, stuff to break, like, I'm pretty sure they probably would have cleaned it out, and it's also cooked, so technically you could eat it. I would probably go with the human's cooked liver, because while that's disgusting and very unethical, it's cleaner, it's safer, and you probably won't die. I don't know what's in the liver. I am getting to the point where I get to learn biology next year, and that's going to be fun for me. We get to dissect things, I hope. But, I'd probably go with the human's cooked liver because it's more sterile, and it's already got the bacteria killed, so I'm pretty sure you wouldn't die. So, human's cooked liver. Hey! People actually have a brain! Would you rather never have to grocery shop again, never have to do laundry again? Okay, so this is a choice of, do you want unlimited supplies of food just pouring out of your refrigerator, or do you never want to clean your clothes? I, for one, well, is it like you never have to clean your clothes, so your clothes just clean themselves, or is it the fact that you never clean your clothes and someone else cleans them for you, or that your clothes always stay dirty and you just get new clothes every day? Like, new clothes. You just take your clothes off, you just throw them in the garbage can, and new clothes just appear. That's what I'm wondering. I think it's the case of someone else does it for you, instead of you doing it for yourself. Oh, okay, so down here it says your choice would get done automatically. It's magic. So I'm guessing that you just hang your clothes up in the laundry room, or you wouldn't even have a laundry room, because what's the point? It'd just be like an extra storage room. Which is also good, because then you get to store more stuff. You don't have to buy a dryer, you don't have to buy a washer. You can just fill an entire room with your Justin Bieber Prince dedication room. I don't know. But yeah, I think it's a case where you just hang it in your closet, and then it just magically just gets clean. Well, never have to grocery shop again means that food just gets delivered to your doorstep, or it just magically shows up. Which means you have absolutely no control of what you want, it just shows up, and it could be complete and utter shit. It couldn't be good for you. It could just be like sugars, and carbs, and sodium, and salt, and all that stuff. It could not be good for you, but it's food, and you have absolutely no control of it, so I'm gonna have to go with never do laundry again. I mean, I like doing laundry. It's very therapeutic, I guess. It just makes me feel good because it's like I'm cleaning everything and everything's getting clean. But grocery shopping also, you get to choose what you get to want. You get to pick your meals out. You get to choose what food you get. While if it just magically shows up, they probably just get you either the same thing or it's just a repeat of like last week or something. Okay. Would you rather eat a pie, eat a grape? Eat a pie. Because pie is delicious, and whoever says pie isn't delicious, it's goddamn amazing. Oh jeez, what did I do? I broke the game! Okay, so this one is titled Final Answer, question mark. So, I think this question is a good place to leave this episode of Would You Rather. And the question is, would you rather have a terrible audition on, quote, American Idol, quote, does that mean just like American Idol? I don't know. Or get a ridiculously easy question wrong on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? So I think that that's a good question to leave this episode off of reading, it's not reading your comments, Logan, it's Would You Rather. God, I'm so stupid sometimes. I'm surprised I made it through freshman year in high school. But yeah, I want to see what you guys think of this question. So I want leave your answers down below and all that fun, cool jazz. But yeah, I will be doing more of these in the future because I love doing this and I love answering questions, even if I get them terribly wrong and everyone's just like, no, Logan, you're offending everyone. Everyone is mad at you now. People are busting your door down, burning your house up. It's fine. It's my life. I get to choose what I want to do. You guys can play this for yourself and maybe get better questions than me and make ethical, socially acceptable answers that I probably will never make because everyone's gonna be mad at me. I'm gonna be Tumblr shamed. But yeah, that ends this playthrough. Like this video if you liked it, and even consider subscribing. And I will see you when I see ya. Bye!